Well, corn harvest is on delay for obvious reasons. It actually, half the snow disappeared. We actually had an honest 3 inches of accumulation. And so yeah, so I'm gonna empty the cart and then we're gonna run Massey home and do some chores. And oh yeah, this time of year, for Pete's sakes. And we got some chores to do with Massey, and we'll be back in a couple days. Hope she starts. Oh yeah, epic. First epic cold start of the year. How about that? How about that? Yeah. Well, opening up the next field, and I gotta say, so far I'm super happy how this field is going. Yield is tremendous. Yeah, no complaints there this year. Got to go slow because it's very wet out. The stalks are super tough, and I can overdrive the horsepower my head can put out. So I can stop the head if I just start shoving the hydro handle forward. But typically up at the end and then all throughout here in the middle would be big holes, and kind of over here would be big holes of drowned out. The strange part is this year it did not drown out. I think because by the time this corn, it was up and running by the time this corn saw all the rain. And so it struggled. It definitely struggled along, but man, oh man, it sure pulled out of it. How to say that? Yeah, really phenomenal. Just dumping in buckets. Just buckets. But this spot is always a good spot. As we get over to the west side of this 60, there's a sand ridge through there, and some not so great spots. But you can kind of see right here where it's ugly, and but I'll take ugly versus non-existent. I don't know. Yeah, as short as this field was, you can see how short it is. I'm only getting, I'll get 2 rounds, but that combine's going to be full. I can only put so much in the old 44. Karen's checking on the cows, and Dad is on a parts run. And so I'm just kind of opening it myself until they get back. Yeah, you see, we only got a few hundred feet in length here, and I can only get 2 rounds, and I'll be heaped full. So yeah, kernel quality compared to that rye field. The rye field lacked a little kernel quality, but we're back to just fantastic stand, fantastic ears. Yeah. Oh, when Dad or Karen get out here, we'll fill that grain cart up, and then that'll fill the wet bin up rather quickly, and then we'll sit on our thumbs. That's usually what we do. Well, Dad's home, so he gets the combine, and I'll move the cart up here for him, and we'll just keep plugging along. We don't have much. When I get back, I'll have to check the dry bin that's getting close to full, and then it won't take us long. The wet bin only holds a couple grain carts. That's going to conclude today's field work. The dryer's shut down, the big crop store is full, and our wet bin, I think this wagon should fit in there. I guess when the 40-20 goes kabang and the shear pin breaks and the auger stops turning, then we know that we're full. There's just something about watching the grain flow. It's mesmerizing. Boy, look at that sample. Man, that is just gorgeous. Just a little dust. That is gorgeous. The old auger, that thing's 23 years old. That sucker still moves corn. It needs to be reflighted. The pan has got some holes in it, but it just keeps moving corn. Look at that sucker eat. So there we go. Tomorrow we move the West Rock and get back onto custom corn, and then back onto our corn. Guys, I'll leave you go right there. Thanks for watching.